that God killed his son, Jesus, obviously, differentiating between God and Jesus as two different entities. Obviously, an entity can't kill itself, so God and Jesus must be separate. However, in your concept of Christianity, you have this idea of the Trinity. Of course, the word is never actually mentioned in the Bible, but nonetheless, you have the concept of the Trinity, wherein God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost are one. So could you explain to me at what point Jesus became one with God, and how it was that God was separated from Jesus because God couldn't kill himself because God can die, and only man can die? And what happened to the Holy Ghost when Jesus was killed? I mean, did the Holy Ghost die as well? Did they reunite after the resurrection? And what exactly is your evidence of the resurrection in the first place? You can follow those because you're a thinker.
How many questions do you want to ask before I get
every one I just said?
Yeah, because you know that Bible.
Okay, you're cut off from coffee. No more. We need some Ritalin, actually. But I will answer those questions. You see, it's the unfortunate ignorance of people like this young lady that cause them to have animosity towards the Christian faith, because they do not criticize the biblical revelation of Christianity. What they do is they criticize their misunderstanding of the Christian faith. So their ignorance, ma'am, right now you're violating the law. Don't touch my property. Can you call?
Don't be insulted. Don't be insulted.
You're gonna end up in jail, ma'am.
I would love to. I would love to. In the name of Allah, don't sit here.
Muhammad was a pedophile. He was a liar, a thief, a murderer. There was nothing other. Well, it's a good thing I have a hard head. So, it's okay for her to insult my Lord. It's okay to insult my Lord, but it's not okay to insult that filthy pedophile Muhammad who molested a 9-year-old little girl by the name of Aisha. He was in his 50s, she was 9 years old. So that's okay for a pedophile to lead you into savage rage? What's that? He was a slave owner. He did have, said dreaming of a black woman was an evil omen. So how can she follow this guy? She's ignorant of her own position. And that's why she does that. She does pack a good right across, though. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
That was... It's Islam. Here we go. Muhammad. And let's look at Muhammad in women. That's the religion of peace, folks. A piece of you here, a piece of you there. But it ain't no peace, I'll tell you that much.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me? Go to the mic. That's not the mic.
Excuse me?
Hey, man. It's a piece of just stay away, a little bit away. No, I've already called the cop. So, are you going to take it? Huh? Oh, about the film? But, it's up to Louis who wants the question.
You showed that mark, man. Gotta show that mark, exactly.
What happened? Say what happened.
Exactly.
Well, they were swinging at me. And
who's they?
the girls. The Muslim girls, yeah. And they started calling me a nigger, and they're black, you know. And I says, I'm not a nigger, and neither are you. And what I kept saying to them is, what are you doing? Following Mohammed's example? Which, of course, is exactly what they are doing, because the Quran tells them to follow Mohammed's example. And Mohammed was not a man of peace. He was a man of pieces and a man of violence.